South Africa's former Deputy President Dr. Phumzile Mlambo-Ngcuka was, of course, Deputy President of South Africa when Thabo Mbeki was recalled as President of the country by the National Executive Committee of the ANC in 2008. She joins me now. Madam Executive Director and former Deputy President, what was your reaction to the NEC's call on President Jacob Zuma to step down?
Well, it was a long time coming, but right now we need to move on. We need to take big, bold step and focus on rebuilding the country. This stalemate is not good for the country. We need to get back to being productive. And if we are not having consistent messages that are moving us forward, we're actually losing precious time to rebuild the country. I'm just impatient and exhausted also from waiting.
Does this take you back to 2008 when the NEC recalled President Thabo Mbeki, and by extension of that, the rest of his cabinet, certainly a number of cabinet members resigned? Does this take you back? Is there a sense of deja vu?
You know, it's water under the bridge for me, the future. I am focusing on the future and joining hands with all other South Africans in looking forward and doing what's best for our country. That is what I'm most concerned about.
Is it possible, though, for you to share what might be going on in terms of the presidency? The presidency isn't, of course, just one individual. It's an entire team. What might be going on in that presidency right now, given the experiences you went through in 2008?
Of course, a lot of anxiety, a lot of concern, a lot of uncertainties. But having said that, I also know that there's also a lot of people who also want to move on. So move on and let's go back and rebuild the country.
A lot of people talk about the fact that this is not just one man. This has been a collective process in South Africa in terms of decisions that were made, in terms of decisions that were made to keep President Zuma in office until this point. What would you like to see from the African National Congress moving forward? Progress,
consistency, decisiveness. That's all we need, because there's a lot of support in South Africa for a direction that will move us forward. That's what we need.
You were, of course, very close to former President Nelson Mandela. As you know, this will be the centenary of his birth in 2018, a number of celebrations, including here in New York this year. What's your sense of what Madiba expects of the people running South Africa today?
Madiba expects all of us as South Africans to rise up to the occasion, push aside uncertainty, commit to the new leadership, and bring our A game forward so that we can make sure that the project that South Africa is all about, which is uniting the South African people, building the country, reconstruction and development, gets back on the trail again.
Phumzile Mlambo-Ngcuka, thank you very much. Speaking to us here in her capacity as the former Deputy President of South Africa, of course resigning just days after former President Thabo Mbeki called it quits in 2008.
Well, let's get some